Welcome back to another edition of Home Climbing Wall TV's Route of the Week. I'm your host, Chris Gonzalez, and if you want to get featured right here, just tag us over on Instagram and use the hashtag Route of the Week, as well as, of course, use the little @ symbol for Home Climbing Wall TV so we can make sure we see it, because we love featuring you, our community, and showing off what you're setting to everybody else. All right, this week we are featuring none other than, at the risk of sounding self-serving, myself. And the reason I'm doing this, I don't even have a full route set up, but I wanted to show you something that I've been working on my home wall. And that's working on the transition from overhang and mantling up to a finish, because that's something you see in outdoor bouldering all the time, but you very rarely get that in a gym. Most of the gyms that I've been to, if they even allow topping out, they have a giant finishing rail on top that makes it incredibly easy. So I wanted to set something on my wall where I could practice with a bunch of different feet. You can see I can go from the side, from the 45, I can go on the volume, I can go on the vertical right there, or I can go on the left side up against that overhanging 10-degree wall. So there's a lot of different options for variety for getting up and over that lip and onto the deck. And again, you do this all the time outside, and at least if you're like me, sometimes you feel great on the powerful crimp moves and you hit your pinch really well on this overhanging boulder, but when it comes time to round that lip, you get super sketched out and you're really uncomfortable because you never actually practice that. So as you're building your home wall or doing additions or changes of your existing wall, think about looking outside the typical box and what can you do on your wall to improve your outdoor climbing experience, of course, if that is your goal. In my case, it is. So I really wanted to have this section, and I really like having it, to practice rounding over those edges. Now, do I do it as often as I should? No, as is proved by the clip where it's still kind of sloppy. But with bouldering season coming right back here in Colorado, because things are finally melting, I'm getting back to it. So that's still what I wanted to share this week. Hope you get something out of this. And again, if you want to be featured, just tag us over on Instagram on what you're climbing, and we look forward to seeing more and more from you, our community. Thanks again. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next week.